Do you love yourself enough to turn around? Do you love yourself enough to pause and reflect on what life has meant so far to you? What kind of journeys you've been on so far in life? Up to this moment, up to this very moment, what has been the story of your life? And how is that story going to change from this moment on? Not because this moment is special, not because this particular day is the one unique day in life where you have to reflect on everything and it bookmarks everything. No. But if you've reached a point in life where you feel like you're stuck, where you feel like there's just nowhere else to go, growth has reached a certain level, whether it's a career or a relationship or whatever it may be, you've plateaued, then maybe the hardest thing to do at that point on is to pause and to take a break, or to completely turn into a different direction, take a different path, and separate yourself from all the hard work, all the determination, all the efforts, all the fun or the miserable experiences that you've been experiencing up to that moment. It is so hard to let go of something you've worked so hard for, or to take a break from something you've been so attached to because you've been so focused, so zoomed in on that project, on that journey for so long, for years and years. And guess what? The longer you stay on the same path, the harder it is to deviate from it, right? That's just the nature of it. That's why we joke and say that old people don't change, because they've been on a certain path, that same exact path, for such a long time, 50, 60 something years, and it's been too long, man, right? It has been too long for them to completely let go of, because the more we stay on a path, the more we become committed to it, the more we become one with it, the more we become attached to it. So are you willing to take a pause? Are you willing to accept that maybe your journey is not the direction you've always thought it was? This doesn't mean that you failed. This doesn't mean that you're going to succeed or going to fail. This doesn't mean anything. All it means is that there might be a moment and need for a moment for you to accept change. To accept that there might be time for change. That's it. That's all it is. And this translates so easily, in my view, in relationships too. But we refuse to see that, right? We refuse to see that there might be a time where you arrive at a moment within the relationship where nothing is moving forward no more. It's been such a battle swimming against the waves for such a long time that this entire relationship has become completely draining. Man, when you feel drained out, in just about anything in life, whether it's the relationship, the person you're with, your kids, your loved ones, your job, your co-workers, it could be my students as a teacher, right? It could be anyone. But when you feel like someone's energy or the energy that you've been surrounding yourself with, doesn't have to be one particular person, is draining you out. That feeling of being drained out is the worst. It is so torturous. It takes our soul away from us, and it really affects us so negatively in our ability to be present in our own personal lives, and for our loved ones, for people that we care about, for our friends. The reason why this journey of accepting a certain volume of change in life is so crucial and so difficult, it's not only because you're going to lose something that you've been attached to, right? It's not only because if it's a relationship or a job, you might lose money, you might lose a lover, you might lose a best friend. This is only an aspect of it. The other aspect is how everyone else perceives us, what other people think of us, how much we care and why. But let's talk about how much we care about what other people think and how we deal with that, right? Because even if we say that we do not care at all about what anybody else's opinion is about a complete change of life plans or lifestyle in your 30s, in your 40s, 20s, you still have to answer some questions. You still, at the very least, have to avoid a certain number of people, right? And even the idea of avoiding someone who's been close to you all your life, it still takes a toll on us. That's still something we experience internally. Our psyche, our mind, our emotions, our body, we have to process that. Even avoiding someone is a journey in itself, let alone having to maintain relationships, answer questions that go beyond what you're capable of and come from judgments, come from places of negativity, a little bit of envy, maybe jealousy, right? Because there's bravery to be involved in you changing a path in your life. Let's face it, a lot of people, the old people, right? The elderly that we joke around and say can't move away from their path, can't change, right? Some people want to change, man. Some people truly want to change, but they just haven't been able to all their lives. And some people live their entire lives like that. That creates jealousy, that creates envy, it creates anger, it creates resentment. It creates all sorts of boiling emotions and feelings underneath. And if it's not processed the right way, which in many cases it's not, it reflects on us. It reflects on how people behave with their families, with their loved ones and their kids, and you name it. I walked home and straight to the camera because this thought I have, this idea of how important it is for us to embrace change in our lives is stuck in my head. And I had to express it, share it, put it out there. It can perhaps be the most important commitment in life. The commitment to change at a time where no one is expecting you to. No one's like, oh, this is the right time for you to take a U-turn, complete 180 in your life, right? But yet you're willing to commit to it. And the outcome, the uncertainties, all the circumstances that it produces. Because let's face it, the change does not lead to it's not a direct line for success. It rarely ever works like that, right? It usually takes us back a bunch of steps. And that's the determination I'm talking about. That's the commitment I'm talking about. If you develop the skill to pause, to change, to embrace uncertainties that come with choices that develop and evolve from changes, man, if you develop that skill and are able to commit to that long term, you'll get good at multiple things in life in ways that people can't even imagine it. Can't even comprehend it, right? That's the ability to move from one topic to the next and the next, and maintain that level of curiosity in everything without any sense of shame or judgment or self-sabotaging, right? Emotions about why you're not good at something that's new to you, or why you forgot something that was a little bit older and you were better at, but you've been away from it now for so long. Get rid of that. Get rid of that and explore the world. Explore the world. That's what we're here to do, man. Thank you all.